Hello all, the purpose of this video is to walk you through your first major writing assignment for English 130, and that is a business memorandum. This is based on chapter 14 of our textbook, so you want to make sure you review that before going through the details of this assignment sheet. Please note the first item in the assignment that I would like to highlight for you is the length. So please notice that you are writing approximately 200 words depending on which of the four topics you choose. If you choose topic number 1, that is actually divided into two different parts, each one about 100 words. If you choose topics 2, 3, and 4, which we'll talk about in just a minute, then you are writing 200 words together. So all total, no matter which topic you choose, the total length of your business memorandum should be 200 words. The assignment sheet is divided into two basic categories. One is related to topics, and the second one is related to format. What I am going to do is actually start with the format and then work my way back to the actual topics themselves. So the formatting requirements for this assignment are listed here at the bottom of page 1 of your assignment sheet, and they correspond to the examples in chapter 14 of the textbook. So what I'm going to do now is switch to the actual pages that have the greatest relevance for this assignment. So in chapter 14 of your book, if we look on page 387, you will see an example of what an inter-office business memorandum looks like. What I want you to be very clear here about is the format. So please notice that the memo begins with 4 different types of information all in a row. These descriptions on the right go into a little bit more detail about what that heading looks like. You can also look at page 385 of your textbook, and you will notice it goes into a lot more detail about what those 4 lines of the heading should look like. So please remember that what the memo headings look like in the book is exactly what your memo heading should look like in your own business memorandum. So there are some other examples of what to include in terms of the formatting. All of them are very specific and point to specific page numbers if needed. And you are also welcome to email me at any point in time with any question about those formatting requirements. One small note about format that is actually a recommendation and not a requirement. This is on the top of the second page of the assignment sheet. And that is outside of the required elements, which are here in this bullet pointed list, you are more than welcome to experiment with typeface, type size, and layout to make the memo more readable. So remember, one of the key elements of a business memorandum is the visual appeal in the layout itself. So depending on your topic, on your particular style, on the actual length of your memorandum, you may want to experiment a bit in what that might actually look like. So in terms of topics, these are the 4 you have to choose from. Please note you only choose one. As I mentioned earlier, the first one here talks about a pair of memoranda, that's plural for memorandum, one from a supervisor to an employee, and then one that replies from the employee's point of view to the supervisor. What topic number 1 asks you to do is to adopt 2 different personas and draft 2 different memoranda from those points of view. Topics 2, 3, and 4 are one specific perspective. So notice for number 2, you are a supervisor and you are writing your business memorandum to a group of employees. For topic 3, you are also a supervisor sending a memo to a group of employees, but about a different types of subject matter. And then the 4th topic is a memorandum as an employee to fellow employees. So notice that the audience here for all three of these, and even for the first part of number 1, are all employees. But the persona of the author who is writing it changes. Sometimes it's an employee, sometimes it is the supervisor. So you have complete freedom of choice in terms of which topic you would like to talk about or write from. If you have any questions about any particular aspects of the memorandum, please email me and let me know. Otherwise, please check Canvas for more examples of what these look like, the grading rubric to know what your grade comes, where your grade comes from, and the specific deadlines for the different drafts of this assignment. Thank you, as always, for all of your hard work.